Cut the cap.
But hopefully wonderful ones. I'm looking at Cutler for TSM. I want to see how well he plays on this. If he does,
I haven't even gotten the opportunity to cast yet.
Pillar player to, you know, buy time.
Are you kidding me?
Rotations. That's what I'm looking at. I want him to fulfill that role, and it's something that goes uncredited.
Put me on there.
Everyone's like, oh, who's top fragging? Who's, you know, popping off? And that's completely fine. And it's super exciting. Around. But some of the unsung roles or something like that.
If I were to cast a game, it would just be like,
seeing how much room they get. Are they
it'd be really bad.
Opportunities? Same with the omens.
Let's just say that.
How much of the utility is being put to getting good entries, good flashes.
These casters are actually doing a pretty good job. I like them. I like the casters today.
And that sort of aspect, how to open up these sites, is specifically on the attacking side. So that's where my focus is going to be on. So we'll see who's on which side and who's playing what.
Time to get this one started right now. Your defender's going to be TSM, attackers Envy this time around, and it looks like it's going to be Finesse on the Cypher. Akis moving off of the Sage onto the Omen. Same can be said for Hazed.
Let's have a look. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun for me. I think a big telling thing to me is I don't need to know if Wardell and Sabrosa can frag. I want to know if Cutler's gonna be able to hold this site really well. How much mid control are we gonna get with that Omen over there too? It's small kind of factors that are gonna be fun to me. On the attacking side, you know, I was watching a great deal of Mixwell's stream on how they were playing in their tournament recently, and it was super loose, super kind of off the back of picks. And it looks like a big mid piece is gonna come through, bursting through that smoke, get some instant pressure building towards B.
Smoke out by Hayes, trying to slow him down. He's going to paranoid B main, and so Rosa will find Calypso to open things up. So it's going to be a man advantage for the defenders, and they have already rotated. They're trying to sandwich the attack, and here it comes.
Big blind.
Nice Cypher Cage is going to save the life, and Akis hasn't moved down this left side quite yet. But here comes a big push, and that paranoia is going to find two players in the back. Excellent use of the blind. Mame is going to convert it into the first kill, but Wardell strong for now.
Yeah, I'm all about that utility usage. This is beautiful. Akis is doing really, really well here to control the site and keep the pressure building. I was worried that the crossfire would be too much to handle. They wouldn't break past Boathouse, but they did just well. Now Sabrosa, though, trying to play this back in what, a 1v3? I mean, the man's good. He's got a molly. He could definitely do some damage. If he flushes out a corner, there's potential for this bucket, but it's very limited.
This is going to be so tough for Sabrosa. We've seen everyone taking turns clutching today. Can Sabrosa, well, is it his time? First player going to be playing short.
That wasn't a heady?
Almost caught out. Mummy with the snap and the headshot.
Damn, bro.
Ghost is going to connect, and that is going to be another pistol round. They had 83% on this map coming in. Envy.
Okay,
trying to
we'll give them
on
pistol
that
round
with a big win. It's their first pistol of this matchup.
Envy.
We'll see what they can do with guns now in round 2.
Again, it's Akis. Hello. What is that purchase?
That's a fat old Ares.
Hey, if it works, it works, man. Look, I'm not gonna. Akis is great. Again, I was here for that utility use. I love seeing Omen and Phoenix in combination. They should be able to know that there's some aggression here from the defensive side. And they don't. Mame goes down already. So Brosa's going to put that Sheriff to perfect practice. And look at this aggressive hold. Look how up close they are. Finesse could be in all kinds of trouble. That shotgun is teetering on the edge, and they know there it is in the back. Wardell springs into action. This is dangerous. They pushed individually.
Haven score, chat, 15-13 TSM, right?
Over by B. Now, of course, the A1's a little unfortunate, but you shouldn't be walking on your own. Against pistols, you don't be holding close angles. You got to bank on that utility and the ability to trade. Oh dear, that could have gone badly too, but Caboose
6 HP, oh my god, 14-12. Oh, sorry, yeah, 14-12.
HP, but he's going to be able to heal himself back up to 95 and more, actually all the way up to 100, and we're going to see now what can they do. It's going to be 4 defenders, and Sabrosa without a Sage is going to be down to his 6 HP on the other side. Meanwhile, Envy, 3 players, spike in hands of their Brimstone. We'll see what Calypso wants to do with it. A is definitely going to be this site, and Wardell's about to find out. Dart's going to be picked. They don't know where the defenders are located. Caboose getting that intro.
Oh my god, what a blind. Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Hazed!
Oh no, this is a disaster bucket. This ain't good. Calypso can try and hold this together, but there's a lot of bodies in his way and already damage being done to his teammates. Akis getting tagged up there. Calypso finds Sabrosa, capitalizes on Hazed. Okay, maybe
Vandals are pretty good.
But bucket. It's Cutler.
Cutler, you dirty
Clutch
dog.
monster himself.
Trading with the shorty for a shorty.
All he's got. Oh,
all right,
dear.
but look at the health. I feel like a shorty at this range is definitely going to kill Calypso. Bam! And now he knows the Omen is weak.
Oh my god.
The downside of
running
a
like a
composition.
Running like a dog, Cutler! Running like a dog, Cutler! Running like a dog, Cutler!
again, and he's gonna get the weapons before the defuse. Thank you for the free Vandal. That is a clutch round coming in for TSM.
Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my voice.
That's just nutty.
What the fuck?
You're long-range shorting to get this round. What are we watching today in the quarterfinals, chat?
Wow. If you weren't tilted from that last game, right? Let's say you're, you're an MVP.
That is so fortunate like, for fucking Cutler that they were that low.
And then suddenly, you just get backhanded by a shorty on a retake. On a retake with an immobile character. Agent, whatever you want to call it. Like, envy. I'd be mad. I'd be mad. You'll be fine, but I'd be mad.
Okay,
holy moly, man. Holy moly.
We're gonna see the sheriff on finesse. Caboose,
they're forced to have.
Sticking with this patented sheriff. So they're buying up. They want to even this one out. Try and keep the money tight on both sides. Every kill matters here for the attackers.
Fuck, I'm definitely gonna lose my voice by the end of the day.
Is gonna lead this charge. This time the drone is gonna lead him in. We'll see if he can follow it up with another headshot. Is clean on Haven.
Right.
Wise move by drone to just back up. They're gonna wait for everyone to get stacked up.
I really like that shotguns
that mid is clear.
In this game.
B is locked down by 1,000 cameras.
Like more so than CS, you know.
And it's
obviously, there's some argument around them being a little bit
defense and Sub Rosa
right now. But I like that they do have a place in general. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of ticks in the right direction, though, isn't it? Let's see. For now, they got a bit of cat control. Looks like an A-pinch at present, but 42 seconds, they haven't really fully hit, and maybe trying to show off that maybe it's a misread, but spam through the wall actually connects.
Who like shotguns?
Been super clutch recently. I kind of love it.
I like shotguns. I like shotguns.
Notice utility being used. This is nice use of utility from the defensive side. Really well timed. As soon as they try and peel away, Hayes knew what was up there. He's not going to fall for him. He's not going to leave middle. He's going to keep checks on this. Now, Spike is with Calypso, so don't worry too much about finesse, even though he could do some damage. It is going to be 15 seconds here, Puckett. I'm running
out. They had a double pump.
And they thought they had the pinch. Instead, Sabrosa lurking around the corner. He's going to find his third of the round. Hayes gets the other two, and it's TSM after winning their eco. Now forcing their opponents to play broke. Big hold here in round 3. Sabrosa showing you how to get it done in the final moments. Gets his second and third. As we take a look at the numbers, he's already got his ultimate, Lauren. On the other side, Calypso also with the Brim ult to protect the spike once planted.
Right here.
Rose on top.
That little kind of like awareness from Hayes to keep himself still present in middle to catch those players trying to peel back away.
6 kills in 3 rounds.
And mid is really hard to hold on the defensive side. It's really not
solid
easy.
performance.
So, credit to him for that. And let's see. Looks like a bit of a aggressive start with Phoenix here. Sabrosa instantly facing together. This is nice. They do catch a flash though. Good utility usage from the attack inside, but now they're split up. And of course they are just on
that noise?
So straight one-to-one fights are still going to favor, of course, those with the bigger guns. Calypso though, nice little swing from him.
Who's mic is
trade out one, and then you try to move up mid, and you get shut down. So good luck, Calypso. Last man standing with just a ghost. Able to pick up the first, and that Molly should find a second on Drone. Drone actually just works his way right past it. Nice movement.
Run, Drone, run. Run, boy, run. Run, boy, run.
Corner, Calypso trying to take guns off.
I like that song a lot.
Will hold strong. So a 3-1 start here for TSM, but finally Envy back onto their weapons. We'll see what they're buying. Will Mame pull out a sniper rifle? Are the operators coming? Yes, they will. Able to get the op as well as the full armor down to 0 credits. So this is a big round here for Envy. On the other side, you have a flush bank account outside a Drone here for TSM.
This is a big stack towards A.
Haze.
This has to be an all-in piece. If that's the case, they've got to go fast on this bucket. They've got to full commit. Back away halfway through. Is that an ultimate being considered there for Calypso? I think it was. Yeah, this could be a pacey piece coming in. So keep your eyes on this. A lot of utility going to come down. There could be a lot of pressure. And that's the go symbol. You've got to go off the back of that. You've got to keep that pressure building. Going slow off this, I don't love. I'd rather them just kind of full commit, use that utility really well, and try and pressure. Already the defensive side is almost postured in a sort of retake scenario.
Blind was used.
They're going to clear sight out piece by piece. And that's really nice. Shout out to you, observers. Give us that overview. I love to see it. And again, Spike going to go down. They should be able to get somewhat safe post plants. They will be tucked in on the site, though.
What's the retake strategy now? Wardell with the Sova operator in hand, but they will not give you any angles. On the opposite side, Mame holding the tight angle until that smoke comes out. So Hayes trying to lead the way on the retake, and it's going to be Drone.
Drone
first.
Drone.
Oh, I don't love that double
Do
stack
it to him,
towards
baby!
It's not great, just away from heaven. Yeah, already Color's gonna find Finesse. The trade comes back in towards Hayes, but Drone's got a good idea where these players may be. Stunning shot towards Caboose. Ultimate to be impulsed. Wardell on the clear, but I'm pretty sure the spike can be defused. Maybe not. Maybe Mummy's got something to say about it. He's still got eyes on this. The flash comes in. He's fully white, but the defuse, it ain't gonna happen.
Close.
Nicely played by Mummy then. And you said it at the start. That investment, the money, he put everything into that.
It was a close round.
Well done, gets the first pick, gets
well
the
done
last pick.
Envy.
It got a little messy there in the middle, but
well
nice
done to
job
Envy.
by Envy holding strong.
Solid job. That was
a
good, nice hold.
The question is, do they keep leaning on A? They've been smoking out middle at the start of the round, just trying to keep the defense guessing. On the other side, Wardell is going to go back to the operator down to 800 credits. You're going to see 4 Phantoms up. Everyone basically even in this matchup, but it's going to come down to one of these first picks. Mummy dodges a sniper rifle shot and gets out alive.
There you go.
Drone gets some information, and they feel the A pressure coming.
They do, and it's a misread, which is really nice. They've kind of gone through the motions of what they did last round, and they're going to switch it up and try and utilize middle and capitalize on catching those rotations.
Why do we have no Sage?
If they do kind of funnel in towards B, they should leave at least one player posted up on middle to punish anyone trying to filter back through towards B. They've outplayed the defensive side here. Very nicely done by the attacking squad. A little bit of a ruse, but the pacing is starting to fall away a bit here, Bucket. They've maybe left a little too much time, and Hazed, I think he knows what's up.
Do fish
away
not have legs?
With the paranoia and only found one player with a Calypso is going to answer with a headshot. And now the site is being taken. Spike is about to be thrown down, and they have
find out the answer to that.
Defense
you'll find out the answer to why we have no Sage.
The operators, Mummy finds the first on Sub Rosa.
There you go.
So last time we saw TSM in a scenario like this, they just backed up and kept all of their money, all of their weapons, I should say.
They don't need
it again here.
Exactly.
They're playing.
And I totally knew that what the answer to that question was going to be.
And let's talk about what this round really was. It was set into play by the previous round. They did this very heavy aiming. They showed a lot at the start. Mummy was over there. And as soon as they did that, of course, it costs it when you're TSM, you want to rotate towards that because it's almost a picture-perfect example of what you saw last time. Now, this round, they switch it up and they go, okay, we'll kind of show the same sort of beginning. They of course read into
anyways,
that, and we saw
what's
that
happening in this round?
Let's
pay attention to that. We're saving.
They
nice, good play.
B, they take mid control, and by that point, the over rotation from TSM has been punished. Really well done. That was beautifully handled by Envy. Again, this is the thing. I like some of the ideas Envy have. With some sort of refining elements, they could be a wonderful team down the line. So that was a really nice round.
Big brain plays coming in from Finesse, and the Envy squad ties up our score.
This match kind of. Where the
into an even fight once again. You look at the money basically evenly spread outside of Mummy, who is starting to stockpile, sitting on 56.
You know what I just realized? Why the fuck haven't we bought in 4 judges yet, man?
He's gonna have to spike early on, looking to see if anyone's pushing out a B. Big fight in the middle of the map. Hey, Tears is coming, and he's going to find Caboose, and more Calypso falls before Akis finally stops his progress, and we're going to see a 3 versus 4.
I want to see that again, man. That shit was entertaining.
Make it
okay.
That match was a battle of the judges.
I about said one. I thought Akis had it.
Yeah, Akis
Can we just settle the chat? Is it
so
Akis
nice.
or Akis? I've seen both from you guys.
I really like that towards Wardell. The isolation of one player is super well performed. Cutler. Oh, okay. Akis, this is a huge round.
Hey!
That was massive, and he just alleviated enough pressure for the spike to be collected by Finesse. Now the problem is, of course, he's left in towards a 1v2. They know where Sabrosa was, and now he's definitely gonna know where he is now. Has he seen the arm? No, he doesn't. Drone's positioning is really good, and basically that round was just kind of instantly locked away by them not clearing that corner and middle enough. I'm sure, you know, we could watch that one back.
Hello?
But this was lovely back. It's just a little individual outplay towards
Satch.
Just be able to isolate, and Cutler not holding the crossfire because he wanted to play safe towards
we're going to cover it up with a pre-execute requirement.
Nice job to get some of the weapons off, but it's going to be TSM holding strong. And as we mentioned, Mummy had that stockpile of cash, so sniper rifles out on both sides of the action. Rushing down mid. Through the smoke. Doesn't seem to be the plan. We'll see what they do this time.
Chat, what's that song called?
Caboose fearlessly pushes through the first, and he's going to see Hazed on the other side as well if he continues his movement through the mid. Drone is over at B, drawing the attention. The attackers just Trying to get some equipment out from the defenders, moving their way through the middle of the map. No one peeking them at short, but you can tell everyone is watching it.
What kid?
Bringing the spike towards middle is super risky too, but
hazed.
For now it's all
Give it to him! Give it to him!
Good luck. Oh my god, hazed. I thought he could double down on that one. I believed.
Caboose,
and
really low.
Trying to be quick on the trigger here, trying to get through towards
What's
B.
Caboose from?
Potentially coming in.
Doesn't that mean an ass?
Done. Just straight Zentaris peek there, swinging.
I'm gonna
across,
spank your Caboose.
No stops, full send. And actually, this is pretty good. Let's see if the attack inside peel away. They do. Nice mid-round call here, Puckett. They're not going to just overcommit.
End of a train.
Kind of just fall into that habit of just instantly, piling in towards B, but they're aware of who's alive. Drone and probably Cutler, of course. So hey, let's back away. Let's play towards A. We can then hold their rotations. Really nice mid-round call.
Caboose is playing so good this round too. He perfectly threw up the wall, got the info that at least one was there. Flashes a few seconds later, gets the info. Okay, both of them are coming from their spawn. So we are safe everywhere else on the map. And again, I think this is TSM just having to take their weapons and run. Nice attacking round coming in from Envy. Starting at B, leaning heavy, and then a
saving again, huh?
As you mentioned.
Great.
I feel like the mind games. We got some strong in-game leaders in this one.
It's when we're watching with an observing client, we get the mini map, when we get to see it all, right? Like, it's easy to think, like, of course, so you'd call that. But it's how often do you see teams just funneling in? They just go lazily. They don't check their corners. Of course, when we see everything, we get to see the X-rays. We're all 10-head, Radiant players. But it's in the moment. It's a really nice little call. So
Chad,
you hear that? Like, indicators that
we're all 10-head Radiant players.
By this team.
That's great.
Now, I'm never going to doubt what TSM can do after the first map. I mean, how many times did I have to say that just to cover my ass? Because the chances they were going to come back, and they did. But the point is, this isn't the untouchable TSM.
I've been here for years, ahead of my peers.
Super powerful, untouchable almost. This is a challenge TSM. And I like this. This is good for the scene. This is competitive.
Absolutely.
So, yes, TSM, I think they'll still win this, but is this an incredible start? Absolutely.
Now, historically, through at least the group stages, it was Calypso and Caboose popping off on this map in particular. I want to see Caboose continue his aggression. He's been dropped the first man in their last two pushes through the middle, but he's getting the info and setting up his teammates to trade. Boom. This time around, it's Rosa.
Great execution.
Spamming through the smoke, and he is going to find the first.
Hazed on finesse.
Waiting for the push on the opposite side.
Clean lock.
Hazed, what are you doing? The attacker's already 2 down, and a third has just been spotted.
All right, you're lucky he wasn't peeking, Hayes. I was gonna.
This is interesting. Forcing TSM to fight middle is a unique one. I see a lot of teams just giving it up.
Hey, I've done that before.
It's really tricky to hold. It's very hard to hold safely.
I've done that with Omen and felt my heart drop out of my ass.
Whatever it may be. Again, the meta's changing constantly.
That's a myth teleport right there, bro.
But look at this weird mismatch of rotations. You've got such a weird area to be in. That spike.
Oh my god!
No, you did not.
We're done with it.
All right, we're gonna move on. Don't worry about it. Nothing happened, Caboose. We're gonna ignore it. We move on. No one saw nothing. Wardell, did he
hit the dash on his ass? We love to see it, baby.
You cannot give him the second shot. Mame apparently is tagged up by someone. He is real low. Excuse me. That's gonna be Wardell real low. And we're gonna see Hayes now just 6 HP as well. So Mame, he's got the operator, but really a pistol would get the job done here.
Hit him with the LeBron James juke.
They know it, but let's see how much damage he can do. A 1v3.
Another shock dart available.
Easy.
It's a tall task here, Puckett.
I mean, not easy.
Mommy's gonna do it. That's one.
There's no way he wins.
And now these other two players aren't in tradable positions. That's a bit of a problem. Oh, I don't like that. If he'd hit that, maybe it's getting back on, but I don't know if this one slept a little bit too far away from him.
Guys, enough of this pussy shit. Jump in the smoke.
Playing the time. Trying to stall, but he's gonna have to get the kills here. They're pushing him, and there it is, hazed.
Nice.
Finding the headshot. We're gonna see Sub Rosa getting the defuse. Is that gonna bring him to his ultimate? If we can check in here on the ult status after 9 rounds. You've seen a back and forth game. TSM taking the lead once again. And we're going to see Wardell with the op. Sub Rosa's still 2 away. On the other side, 3 ults already.
I want to give you guys a little bit. You see how the caster did that? You see how he made it sound like,
we haven't seen a lot of Omen ults.
Oh, does Sub Rosa have his ult yet? Would be good to check in on that after 9 rounds. That was him telling the producer to open up the tab screen after the round ends.
I'm trying to work out how I feel the bias on this
That's
map
the way casting works. That you sort of like communicate with the person.
Very powerful combo. But this map and defending is very, very hard. So does it kind of even out maybe? I'm trying to just keep it in mind with the current 2 teams, of course. The overall meta doesn't always apply to specific matchups, but it's an interesting one to consider.
I mean, after watching the WePlay event, I felt like it was whoever got first blood. And looking at first bloods, it's 63 to 58 in favor of Envy.
It's a pretty decent way of looking at it, I guess.
When I commentated Fortnite,
it's such a long rotation route and can be punished so easily. But
they told me to do the same thing. Like if I want to see something, obviously you can't just be like.
We've seen them fall away, and keep in mind with that.
I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. Never mind. All right. No one cares. No one asks.
And he's dead too, so they know
they've got
Spike over at the B site, but the damage is being done at A by Akis as he is going to find Hayes. So attackers still in this, just 2 defenders left. And Calypso's starting to make his way back over to that Spike.
Let's go, Cutler.
Trying to protect.
Eat his ass.
And he's got the info.
Eat it. Okay.
I was going to say Cutler might have just won that round, but I think it might have just gone away from him slightly there. Wardell going to be leaned on in another pretty endgame scenario, a 1v2.
Well, I was basically told that I can't, like, you're not supposed to, like, yell at the person if you want to see something, like the producer.
So obviously Akis is super low, so he should be.
You just have to, like, subtly hint that you want to see it.
Still Wardell.
So whenever you hear Cass be like, man, it would be really great to see if Wardell has his ult up right now.
Doors
That's them being like,
so they've got to be pushing
come on,
main, and there
pull it up.
Akis with a quick trade, the operator following it up. So I was nervous with you, Horn, but nice job by Mummy to hit the shot.
Okay,
that was a good shot.
Like the way they
Through the smoke.
That. It wasn't, you know, they took the time and they went in together and, you know, allowed the trade to come out effectively. Obviously not too close together, which is.
Yeah, I don't know why. Why this half feels so boring?
Getting the doubles, which is not.
Could somebody do something? Like, I don't know.
It scares you, doesn't it? Because did Mummy even see
pistol round only?
I don't know.
No,
randomly for no reason.
He got a little lucky. Let's call it that.
It's an even map.
Yeah,
he knows his timing. The classic counter 3 and then
it's a little shorty rush. It's the map. You think so?
I like this attack inside from Envy. It's a little bit weird and wonderful. It's definitely not what I'm used to seeing. So I'm just kind of.
You think do all the set matches, or are they kind of just like snoozers?
Kind of give the idea they're trying to garner mid control. 3 smokes being dedicated towards this is actually a great deal. Now you can see the double stack on short though on the other side from TSM could find the information that this is a kind of maybe a fake piece or a feign towards middle. They're looking like they're like, you know, working back in towards it late. So this is interesting.
Akis is going to block off Wardell's line of sight.
That equals
so
Mirage.
Operator being shut down. That is going to spring Caboose. As soon as he hears this drone, I kind of expect them to push through mid.
Mirage is
they're backing up to the Spike and could be making their way to the A
map
site.
with
everyone now collecting on the right side of the
apps,
map.
Right?
Question is, who's going to get this first pick?
The B site and the A site. And the A site has like boxes, right?
It's kind of helped out that this double stack went there. So if you're going to feign that you're going middle, you're going to ideally pull the players from A towards the extremities of the site, right? So you're playing those connectors, good. You're kind of sitting a little bit deeper. So you've got to hope they have some utility left to hit this. If they go for that split up short, they're probably dead in the water. Let's find out.
Huge blind!
Big amount of utility and Caboose with a huge entry. Ultimate comes out, but the site is taken. Spike, not yet there. It's still on Omen, so there is time for these rotations. But look at this power. It's so swift. Akis on towards Sabrosa.
Come on.
Surely the site is theirs.
Sabrosa tried to upgrade his weapon and gets hit in the face. This all went sour though when Hayes threw that paranoia out. He thought he was clear. Caboose just runs straight through it and finds the headshot while nearsighted. So big plays from their entry fragger once again on Envy. And Drone may just back up and keep the money if they don't get a pick soon. 4 defenders left on this site. They're going to try and trap them in. And of course, Mame in the back at A with the operators watching over heaven if they peek.
This is a save. It's a straight up save. And again, we can look through the intentions of that play, and it's always better to hear from the players than you know, a commentator, but here you are having to deal with it. Wardell can get some exit frags, but that's all they're going to be. Let's talk about the intentions. So they put those, if I'm not mistaken, those 3 smokes towards middle, 1 Brim, 2 from Omen.
Dude, maybe it is this map.
They allow some information to be garnered. There was obviously the owl drone coming out. They get spotted. They're not quiet about it, but they're not going up short. They kept most of their players by the back of middle towards the back of A. Now, by the time the site hits, you know you're going to be kind of dedicated towards those extremities.
I feel like for this map,
side of things. So
you have to like split up
that side
a lot.
Was excellent. Now,
you know
again,
what I mean?
I think this is just a really nice.
Like if you're on defense,
they theorized and it worked really well as a prime example.
It's like you have one person cat, you have one person mid, you have one person A, you have one person B.
Retake middle, but I love that. That was a really nice idea to play. TSM.
So it's a lot more of these like individual like 1v1s,
but you know, again, Caboose on these
and less of like these big. Like these high octane fights.
7th round here for Envy. If they read this one right, Mummy is going to punish Drone, but Cutler gets away, at least for now. Here comes the flash, and Caboose is punished. Wardell in the background there with Hayes.
No,
You're gonna
Deli.
see Haste in the middle of the map. Another opportunity as Akis is going to clean up Wardell. Haste finds Finesse, so they're trading back and forth. It's going to be 2 attackers versus the 2 defenders, but Haste is really
I'll watch it.
Yeah, Spike now planted. Look at the time that they've got to take to get over here as well. Every second counts, you know what I mean? Calypso with a molly too, pretty nice. Double stacked towards the back of sight. I don't know if I love, but I guess at least you can trade off each other.
Akis
And
can,
yeah, that's
he
nice.
can tell you out.
That's
and
super
he gets
nice.
the info.
I'd much rather have that. A little bit of info piece, not going to be spotted, but it's also going to cause paranoia for the retake inside. They're running out of time here, Bucket.
He's trying to work his way in. This is the duo that clutched up 4 rounds ago. Will they be able to do it this time? Akis finds the first. And now it's all up to Sub Rosa. Only thing he's got, the stim. Stim doesn't help in this scenario. Akis gets his 4th, and it's a 7-5 attacking half here for Team Envy. They've already beaten TSM in a tournament on this map. They are primed to do it again. A lot of people are saying this is still a defensive map. We'll find out, though, if TSM feels this one is all in favor of the attackers. They've got their work cut out for them again.
5-7, pretty good. Yeah, let's see how this begins. I mean, you know, the pistol can bring it all the way through, so it doesn't matter too much scoreline-wise, obviously, unless TSM pick it up, and then it gets a little scary because you get towards double digits, right? That's it, and even just mentally, because MR12 is, you know, MR15 is one thing, MR12 is very punishing off the back of a pistol. We'll see what they come up with, because again, I want to see TSM being creative. I like the way Envy are approaching a couple of unique takes. This looks like a maybe reactive play. Caboose could be in for a lot of trouble. Oh, that flash is so good.
What's
Caboose
happening?
gets 1, but the trade comes out. Bucket.
Drone
is clean for 2. Down goes Mummy, and of course,
Oh,
here comes the rest
baby,
of the
that's what I'm
Haste is gonna
talking
drop
about.
Finesse. So defenders
big old Mick
got more
fucking.
players left, but they are not going to be there to stop this spike.
That's more like it. Pick up the
We're going to
pace.
see. Excuse me, we got to swap that scoreboard at the top. I got confused for a second. Akis making his way in with just his brimstone. We'll see what Calypso can do on the pinch. Paranoias have been key.
This dude, it could be seen. Haste.
Akis taking his time in
Cut
the
the
smoke,
cap.
waiting for his teammate. Here they come, and Akis goes down. Now it's Calypso's turn. Big round here from TSM, and it all started. Drone, after getting flashed, was able to trade out not just 1, but 2, and then they all flooded after Hayes found that 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, that
Light.
second kill that came in was just
Slight.
paramount, right? The first one, I was like, oh, okay, that's not bad. A 1-for-1 trade out, but be able to capitalize and bring it into a 3rd.
Let's go.
Beautiful. Beautifully done.
Let's
And now, of course, the
go.
economy gonna swing around and keep the newly appointed defensive side pretty humble on just the classics. And on the other side, we've got, you know,
Even
Marshall,
Bob Robson, dude, Hayes is
nothing
fucking
too
Hayes
crazy
is
to
on
write
one
about,
today,
but,
bro.
big stack from the defensive side over towards the B site, 4 players to the 1 towards A, and it's not a bad read right now.
And credit to TSM, because I believe Envy was sitting above 90%
He said
win
my
rate in
game now.
pistol rounds after their first round of this game. TSM takes one of their own. Now, like you mentioned, opportunity
Molly
to tie
through
it
the
up at
wall.
7 apiece
You guys see that?
for the big gun round.
He half
3.
HP'd him. That's huge.
And they're just letting them onto the site. So many defenders stacked up here. And the attackers haven't seen anything. Now they've got a little info. At least they know where Mome's at on that Sova.
I wonder if they still commit to this. They're being pretty hesitant about it, and you might have to just feed the beast. Send one in.
Rosa.
Uh-oh. So
Oh!
Rosa's found 2. There
Haste.
we go. Nice and easy. They're gonna check on this. They shouldn't be any bother.
Those little micro stutters are crazy.
Boost goes down. It's just finesse and not for
Yes,
long.
yes,
Good
yes.
stuff
Very
here from
nice, very
TSM.
nice.
Taking their time, easing in. Only dropped 1 player.
Very nice.
We'll see. Do the operators come out?
Feels loading, man. Is that what that emote is? Isn't it? Feels loading,
least
man.
for,
There
Because
it
it
is. Wardell's
feels
got it. Yep.
feels lag, man.
Defensive side, Wardell gonna opt for it. Not a bad purchase either. I mean, they've got plenty of money to play with. This round's always gonna be
Sorry.
tricky anyway, just because
I'm
the
an
economy, the way
normie.
it, you know, pans out.
I guess.
7-7 though is pretty close. I'm just trying to take a second to kind of get to grips with how TSM want to attack this and what their looks are going to be like. Because I've seen them just run over teams, but I want to see what happens when they have to really work for it.
Calypso
Come
going to be
on.
playing with Caboose. They have been
Come
the
on.
star duo on this map.
The star
for
duo.
Envy so far in the tournament. Just looking at their ACS.
All right, let me cast this as an And
they should find some action. A little
come on,
come in
Caboose
from Sub Rosa as he wants to lead this charge potentially. Also, keep your eyes on Drone.
Switch it up a little bit.
The Phoenix and his flash is working his way through the middle of the map. Out comes the Owl Drone from Wardell.
Oh.
Remember, he has the operator.
Nothing's
so once
happening.
His teammates push in, we'll be able to punish Heaven, and Akis is waiting for it. Meanwhile, smokes are holding for now. Sub Rosa ready to jump.
Okay. He just wasted his blind.
There's no fake plays here. There's no fallback. I'm a bit worried for the attackers. If they just go in,
premature omen blind, buddy.
They could come up against 4 players, which is not the idea of this. But Sub Rosa's success might encourage the play.
Come on,
Caboose.
Caboose.
We're going to see that there's another player on shore.
He's right there.
Let's see what the attackers do. They're being held up by Main. We have Akis.
Akis!
Good for one.
There he is.
Second. Yep, he's going to spot out the
okay.
rotations coming in, but it's too little, too late. As Wardell going to be chiming in with so much pressure, and Hayes going to be the icing on the cake. It was pretty brute force, but I mean, they keep the players alive and they get the plant.
That was all. It's all there is.
See a save coming in. Mr. Finesse with the Phantom hiding in a corner. Solid stuff on A. I was with you.
All I
was nervous. It's like they've already run 45 seconds off the clock and they haven't done anything.
They're all dead.
Once they push in off of that pick from Sub Rosa, everything went their way. Only dropping 1 player as Cutler will have his teammates with plenty of money to support him in this next round. Good stuff from TSM. That's 3 in a row, but it's round 4.
All right, I'm back to TSM.
Seeing trouble. Will Envy be able to clutch up on another eco? Keep your eyes on Caboose, the Phoenix, who has been the star.
Again, that was a very loud hit. You know, normally when you hit a site, you don't want to be coming up against 4
my apartment building on fire.
It did so well at doing that. Even still, I guess with Sub Rosa's ability to do so much damage, even just like a couple of...
Damn. That beat kinda go hard in the paint. Motherfucker wanna wait till I get my op. I hit my shot, I rock. Damn, it goes hard. Motherfucker wanna know why. I am the... Okay, I think I gotta go check it out for a second. Be right back. Fuck, dude. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Key player on that Phantom, only 4 kills to his name up to this point, and he is gonna be the one aggressive at B. Finds the pick he was looking for. Now, no Sage on the lineup, so he's stuck with that 10 HP. I wonder if he's gonna toss off the gun. And that may be the case over to Mame, who is on the Sova. Meanwhile, you can see the attackers making their way from A after tons of noise and several smokes. They're going to be flying over to B main, trying to follow up on the pressure from Sub Rosa. Camera's going to spot at least 1 foot. And Finesse is about to call it. Here they come, boys. Rotation is on the end. This could be huge here with the paranoia. You got the push from the door as well. An early trade for Finesse, but remember, they are outgunned, and these Phantoms are tearing through the defense.
The frustrating part is technically they're, not
I
being
clutched it up, IRL.
They're being very obvious, but they're just winning these fights. Akis knows. I'm pretty sure he's well aware where Hayes is, but now it doesn't matter. Hayes outdoes him with the gun. And now left in what, a 3v1? All right, Calypso. Let's see what you got. So you can get that gun away. Nah, Wardell doesn't want to give it up. We're getting close towards those double digits now. And very favorable towards TSM. It looks a little bit flat from Envy here. As I said, the hard part is they are technically reading the game quite well, but by sheer brute force and just really good effective trading towards the sites, it's still working out very favorably towards TSM. They haven't been subtle in any of these site hits. The rotations have been very quick from Envy. Again, it's like all the ticks in the right boxes, but TSM just pound for pound outdoing it itself.
Now, I tried to look up some of the stats to see how the game went last time, because it was 13-5 in favor of this Envy squad when they were known as Together We Are Terrific against TSM in the T1 Nursery Gamer Showdown. And I wanted to see, did they just win every pistol round? How did the economy go? It doesn't matter, as Wardell is going to get things started on Caboose. Very aggressive defensive play, and Caboose gets more.
I just defused the bomb!
It's good to try and play that as a smoke. Oh, Sub Rosa is so good. He still checks. I mean, that's the thing. I love watching Sub Rosa play.
That's actually so smart.
Player, man.
That is so fucking smart, actually.
Still checking the corners, even after
see what they just did?
No worries. And again, these very uncomfortable positions that TSM have got themselves into.
Just walked right by.
Up so you can hear all those rotations. He can be a pain in the
Rosa
back,
checked the corners.
Calypso
that is so fucking smart.
That's the good one. Carla's gone down.
They got baited so hard.
Ooh, barely.
Calypso's gonna come back for some more, peeking out of the smoke. He's gonna catch him. I thought he had two. Only gets one, but buys time. Mummy is gonna find Sub Rosa in transition. He was still holding in that mid. And now you're gonna see the Omen, that's Hazed with the bomb, just gets out of dodge, goes all the way over to B. He's gonna get the quick plant. Wardell is on the rotation over to support.
Very nice.
And it's a 2-on-2 where I'd have to say attackers have the advantage. They have no idea where Wardell is. Now they do, and we'll find out. Will he be able to do much from this position? This could be tough for Hazed.
See if Mummy can get the pace going. I think he wants to try and beat the pace to try and get ahead of Wardell being relevant to this round, but he can't do it. He has to wait for support, and he's got the operator trying to play retake on. It's always going to be tricky. Hayes just has to buy time. He has to pick which side, and he looks the wrong way. So Akis is there, but now Wardell. Can he clutch it out? It's a good plant for him. If he's been called elsewhere, he's going to wallbang for it. Oh, dear. Does he get the wallbang, though? He sat it. No. Wardell tried it, but didn't happen.
I was nervous as soon as I saw that drone come out. I was like, he's not going to be there in time. Nice job, though, by Mummy pushing in.
Look, instant replay action.
Pick is defense holding strong. A much-needed round for Envy. They got some ults out.
We need something during those replays, right?
Sniper rifle
need some like music or something.
But Wardell sitting on 7,900 credits is going to be feeling clean. And here we go. Can they even it up, Lauren? This is where Envy comes back to life. I feel it. Defenders. Split 2 and 3.
Yeah, zero mid presence. Zero mid presence from the defensive side. It's an interesting
little
take.
Spray.
It's not uncommon. It's just we haven't seen it played that way in this game, which is quite fun.
Smoke's down.
Deeper Smoke's going to come in.
Close game as well, man.
To be garnered by the attacking side here, Bucket.
They could be playing around the paranoia, just judging by the positioning here from Hayes. Wardell with that operator is going to be easing his way into B main.
Oh, looks like we're posturing toward A, baby. Little A splitty.
Hey, man, excuse me. Meanwhile, I thought Sub Rosa was going to be spotted by Mummy. He pulls out just before crossing the door, and they have all 5 stacked up on A. TSM, they rarely faint unless they have that Omen ultimate, so expect an all-in right here.
Much utility is left on the defensive side. Caboose has a little bit to play with, but not a great deal. Bit of a crossfire with Calypso as well, so maybe they'll be okay. So Broza looks like he's about to put his utility down, so we can expect the site hit to come in soon. 3-2 split. Oh, on the site. Here we go.
Caboose is going to have his hands full, but Calypso gets the first 2. Caboose gets out alive, and there's a nice flash. That's going to hit Hayes. Hayes goes down, and the Kugler falls to the flames. So they stall out again to about 44 seconds before they try and push in, and it was all stopped by the Brimstone and the Phoenix. Wardell's going to try and keep his gun, and he will after that pick on Finesse. But a tough round for TSM as Envy climbs right back into this one at 9-9, keeping 3 players alive.
Great counter utility being used to buy time, isolate players.
Chat,
Again,
the second one was Keck weight, dude.
They work well sometimes. You know what I mean? It feels like that 50-50.
No,
if you can
two of you guys got it.
While holding a default,
it was
great.
Pog. It was Pog's champ.
End up having
Pog.
On a quick
Keck weight. Pog.
At the end, but
no one
still,
Keck weighted.
It's a nice idea. These all-in hits, but there's a reason that you can't run them over and over again.
Almost though. Maybe next time you guys will get it.
That's a factor here. It looks like a double stack from the defensive side towards Shortly going to go aggressive. I don't think so. Maybe just a similar position as before. And I wonder if we see again a very heavy lean towards one site rather than a default to begin with.
Okay.
Maybe just not feeling like they have to. 4 players currently heading towards B Bucket.
Maybe I didn't have a good Keck weight
as well. Not only did it get an ace to clutch up in their first map, the man's sitting on 18 kills right now. Every match we've ever watched, it's been Sub Rosa, Wardell, Drone at the top of the leaderboard. We rarely talk about Cutler and Hayes, but it's the old duo from CLG days.
Ooh, baby.
In work today.
The old man. The old men. Popping off.
And Hayes again in the middle.
Get this all out of here. Cut it. Cut the cap. He's going to be
set up with that paranoia, trying to set up Sub Rosa for the pick. Akis in the corner. And that is a big paranoia on the opposite end. He's going to get 2 players with it and buy enough time to get out. But they've got the info. Everyone is stacked up mid. Here comes the defensive rotation.
Oh, Finesse could be in so much trouble if they have any utility left, and here comes the flash drone, could be the one to really make it tricky, but they've fallen away. So they've drawn so much utility out of the defensive team, which I love. This is what was missing maybe in that last round. By the time they were hitting the sites, they had everything still against them. Now they've drawn a little bit away. If they hit the site, they're going to be in a far greater position now.
2 tripwires to power.
Oh, here we go. We're going on a beat. We're into sight. Drone fucking them up. Yes, sir.
4 defenders left. Mame with the operator on site, but it's not created short
Mame
range.
whiffing. Cutler, right. Big shot. Wardell, big shot. And Wardell finishing off the round. Good shit.
10-9. This one going down to the wire, just like game number 1. If you're just joining us,
the replays have audio now.
Of the quarterfinals. First map went to overtime after a 9-3 lead for
Dude, which one of their producers are watching my stream?
Their way back to the victory. Now here on his set, it's TSM's pick. A very even first half.
Now I don't get to play my music.
Just the same.
Honestly, I think that round, the big highlight was that mid-pressure they used to try and draw out their utility from the B players before they hit the site. Beautifully done.
That myth guys is right.
From TSM.
Where the fuck is the audio?
It looks like it's probably be an A piece considering where the 2 players are over towards A long. And again, they might just run the same sort of idea. Pressure towards middle, get a little bit of presence towards short, try and get some of that utility away. Or what is Sova and Cypher doing over by A long? We'll see.
Nice trade, nice trade.
Up for the fight. Just drag peeks in towards Haze. It does allow the trade to come out, but they lose out on the player on the defensive side. 4v4.
Why am I not playing with them?
On defense is horrible.
What are you talking about?
I thought he had the collat. I thought that was a 2-for-1. That was a great job, Mame. Instead, as you mentioned, this is tough for the defense. Sniper rifle down.
Gotcha.
Tight corners being held. And the attackers are spread out. You have no idea where this spike is going to be coming from. So Barosa's trying to get some information, just hanging out by the market. Meanwhile, the other 3 starting to make their way towards A. That smoke is going to stall it out, and that camera is going to be calling out the location of Wardell.
Very important.
Information gathered by...
Uh-oh.
Oh, Sabrosa trying to fake it out. I like this. And it's going to keep your eye on the Brimstone. See how much they rotate away.
I don't like this.
It's harder to
get out of there.
Player. So they can keep 2 here. Akis is in a nice spot. If Cabooses crossfire stays, that's been dismantled. That one wall goes in.
Check
on it. Oh, dear. It's falling apart.
They're taking turns, not checking corners.
Wardell. Big.
And you're done.
Big.
Akis wanted to use his abilities. Instead, an aggressive sniper rifle finds him hiding in the corner. Finesse is going to clean up.
They're afraid of Wardell.
So this is still 2 defenders versus Wardell. Big pick in the middle of the map from defense.
They're scared.
If anyone can do it, it would be Wardell. It's not the gun he's known for, but the man is good. 2 isolated players. He's going to try and deny the fire if they're going to come back into the trade. And there he goes. Did have a valiant attempt at it. I like the idea. But in the end, the defuse comes in, and we'll see NB stay alive another round. This is a very close game, 10-10. I think this is just a display of how evenly matched these 2 teams are.
Big play by Akis. They don't check the corner fully. He instantly punishes, gives his teammates time to rotate.
It's 10-10. All tied up.
Defense
Wardell with an eye.
I'm looking at
the top of the leaderboard. It comes down to these final 3, the next 3 rounds to determine who will take this match or who will end up taking it into OT. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it.
It comes down to Mame's pick to me if he goes for it. Wardell's going to sit in the fire for a second, take a bit of damage, and then fall away. See if he can maybe get the timing right on that pick. But the defensive side are fighting for A-long control this time. So the response from the attackers, hey, let's look towards mid. Let's try and do what we did before to them. Split them in half, split them in 2. They don't actively play middle. It's going to cause them rotations and put them out of place, which is exactly what's happening with that Omen here. So this is a nice idea from the attacking team.
But
where do they end up?
Drone's going to try and work his magic over at B. After dodging the drone, the owl drone, I should say, from Mame. I expect him to feel a little confident here.
There we go. Let's get that energy up, Caster Man.
Here comes the hit.
Get that energy up, Caster Man.
Pulling out a drone on his own. It's spotted. Mame in the back with the operator, the player to look out for. Defense slowly working their way through the middle can cause problems. It was Akis on the Omen, and he's going to find Wardell. Mame is going to stop some Rosa at the front.
Come on,
Nice pinch coming in.
Shit.
Finesse and Akis. I've got to say, Akis to me in the last couple of rounds has been dirty. That cheeky little corner he sat in, didn't get checked on, and got away with murder. Cutler's so far away, he's not going to do anything here. You might as well just save it. What's his money, like 3.2? I guess you could drop out a teamate if you need to. I actually don't know what the money's like at the moment.
You're
but
born
again,
for these moments.
It's that readjustment, that repositioning. Akis has been he just feels like he's everywhere, right? Like last round, he was posted up on the A site waiting for that push, and then the switch up this time towards B.
These motherfuckers just try to sell the skin. That what just happened?
As you take a look at the money, yeah, Cutler, poor.
Just trying to showcase.
Gotta keep this weaponry.
The gun skin?
Teammates should be able to buy. Wardell has enough for his operator again.
Mini
as we
hashtag
take a look at the ultimates, both Sova ults, we could see another laser light show coming up.
What? Wait, whoa! Whoa! What
Envy
was that?
sitting on top, they've
Wait a
retaken the
minute.
lead, 11
Wait a second.
Now look how these rounds have gone.
Go
recently.
back.
At the start, of course, it was that kind of streak
Wait.
coming out from TSM.
What was
little
that?
Chime back in, but these last couple have been.
Is that
really
a
strung
bird?
together from Envy? So let's not overlook how much damage Envy have done in the
With a
last 5 rounds. They've won
blaster?
4, of course.
Blasting
So this is a
Phoenix's
pretty good
face?
streak. They felt like worked it out. I want to see a switch up now from TSM.
Oh Lord!
They're getting close, but it's not been close enough, and maybe some defensive-sided aggression feels like the answer to them. However, these flashes, they're going to keep them a little humble on this, but they get the information regardless. And look at the presence in middle from the defensive team. A bit of a switch-up here, too.
Finesse is ready for
Shit
it, but Hayes is there on the trade.
Shit on.
And now we've got a 4-4. Spike in the middle of the map was spotted, but plenty of time to work around. Minute 19 still to go here for TSM.
I think it was a sexual innuendo.
I'm keeping my eyes right now. What is the plan?
Shit on.
I wanted to see, will Drone be leading
mate.
this charge once
Here
again?
we
He already
go.
used one of his curveballs over at B main
going
to
to
start the
execute
round.
on the A
He's got
side,
one left.
right? You know, little cat split. Drone's gonna lurk around the mid side here.
This late game
Cutler
utility,
pushing up
keeping short,
through,
being a
halted by an
nuisance,
Omen
spying
smoke
time.
on the other
Which
side.
is basically what the name of the game is. And now with the push-out, I don't like that Sova's still at
Here he
B for the
comes.
defensive team. I'd like that rotation to
Going
come in,
in.
but here we go. It's going to be the push coming out. Here comes all that utility. Drone's going to try and isolate players. I quite like that. Cuts off too. It opens up a huge avenue towards the site itself.
Flame Wall is going to stall out too. Spike still hasn't moved in. And remember, Mome still with the operator is going to be pinching from heaven.
Help Cutler!
And first, it's the ultimate. Spike spotted. Spike eliminated. Did not. Oh, yes, it did get planted. Okay, so just in time before that shot landed. And now they've got everyone injured on
They're
both
pretty
sides
low.
of the map.
3v5 post plant though, so excuse me, 3v4 post plant is still pretty hard to hold. Let's see what these post plant positions are. I like that you do at least, I think,
Oh,
those
it's so
drone thing
strong,
towards
dude.
Dark, so you're still okay in that regard. Drone can try and play off the back, but he has to be
Motherfuckers
instrumental
pop like
in this to keep
force-
it together, and he's
Drone!
gonna do just
Drone!
that. Huge
Drone!
moment from Drone just to keep things ticking in their favor, and this is gonna be time to save for Mome. Get out of there, keep that up.
Drone's a
next
young
time,
buck.
and that crossfire in the post plant just won them the round.
But he's got the
Little
aim
man
of a-
walking his way out of there. Wants
of
to
a
keep this
elder
sniper rifle.
god.
11-11. First map goes to OT. We're gonna see a second one.
This
I
guy,
feel it
Drone.
in my bones right now.
Bones?
TSM continuing to clutch up in the final seconds.
We're the
Cutler
Scully
getting
squad
one
here.
drone though.
We know all about
the key.
Bones.
He set it up when pinching in through short A. Gets
Ain't that
behind
right,
him
Jack?
and causes problems. Wardell up to 20. Hazed at 19 after having
Any
18,
bones
I believe, like
owners?
5 rounds ago. He's really slowed down, but Drone's starting to step up his game. On the other side, you mentioned it, Akis on the Omen, doing work.
We seeing
And it-
defensive-sided aggression again?
I was gonna
I'm waiting to
say.
see. This is gonna be because you've got those 2 players stacked up by B, which could be it. I mean, you've got the Flash and then Mame on the op, so you could definitely
this is a
get
close game,
some
man.
presence towards.
Are we gonna
you know,
go
B
double-
walls,
are we gonna
which
go
is
OT
exactly what they've
again?
done. But this time it's more of a default coming out from the attacking side, so spreading somewhat across the map. Maybe leaving middle a little bit open, but that's fine. You can late play that because you have someone like Omen there. So again, it's going to be a bit of a misplay, whichever way you want to look at it. This will definitely keep players dedicated towards B longer than maybe they'd like, but let's see what the attacking side does with the information
Is his
they're garnering
name
too.
Mummy? Like I'm a mummy?
Mummy's
Or
peeking
mummy?
around the corner.
Like oi,
Will we see
mummy?
anything? Drone playing it safe, and of course there's the tripwire in case someone
Crazy,
wants to
innit?
surge forward. And here comes a walking Wardell with a peek of his own, and that's a dry peek that's punished. Nice pick by the Sova.
Capes can be dangerous. They give away the game. Oh, caboose. A little
Get him,
sloppy there,
Rosa.
re-peeking on that one.
Get
Just kinda-
him.
I don't. The
Yalla.
feeling's not bad. The execution was poor. Unfortunate. That could have been a nice player advantage to play with going
Inshallah,
forward.
we
Look at
win.
The ultimate's now building up on the TSM side of things. They could definitely utilize some of this just to get in if they want to brute force it. Maybe some Rosa feeling it once he's done with these smokes. But there's still 2 players dedicated towards B. Here come those smokes from the attacking side. Flash now ready. It's going to be go time.
And it's going to be drone in first. Mummy has been clean. Both shots landing. 2 attackers down, and Cutler is going to find an opshot of his own. Hayes is finally going to cut down Mummy, so Sova out of the action. Akis is still here though with the Phantom peeking from spawn, and Calypso is going to move up on that one. Cutler finding shots, is going to connect on a second.
Cutler, I'm gonna spit shine your bald head, dude.
This 1v2.
Beautiful.
This one side. He expects the repeat. It's so well done by Akis, but the shots just aren't there. And Cutler, okay, not known for the AWPing, but here he is.
Yes! We had to save the gun for Wardell.
Let's go, Cutler. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, this was scary. If Caboose doesn't go with that earlier peak, I feel like it's definitely in favor of the defenders. They got the first blood. They were sitting pretty. Few small steps in the wrong direction. Gonna give this one to TSM at 12-11.
All right, one more, baby.
Match point.
One more, baby.
Looking at the defenders' cash. Calypso poured down to a Spectre. Same thing.
What happened? We're back.
Huge focus towards middle on the defensive side. You got 2 players pushed up on short, and you've got the swing off the back of Cypher. Mame kind of trying to play almost a pivot role too. He could easily transition towards middle, but right now you're going to see Mame take the time. I think they were just looking to see if that camera was there that's tucked up right above the archway. Mame's a big piece to this, and so far he's probably going to be good for at least one. Oh, he shot a little early, just with the gun barrel, and tried to go for the first, but the second got him in the end, so Rosa's there, and now the site is looking a little bit vulnerable with Cutler's success too. This could be all wrapped up with a bow on it.
Cutler!
And they have so rarely pushed all the way down A. They never saw it coming in the mid. Cutler is able to do the damage, and once B is open up, this spike is going to be planted. And Akis, I mean, what can you do? 1v4, you are trapped from all directions, and Subrosa is going to end it 13-11. Final score here as TSM continues to show that Ascent is one of the best maps in their play.
I think though this game is definitely reaffirming that people are catching up and keeping TSM away from having those huge pop-off games. I think that was a pretty good matchup overall. Stylistically speaking, I think we saw the attacking side, when TSM was on the attacking side, kind of put through their paces, which I liked. I liked seeing their switch-ups. I liked seeing how much depth they have to go to. And that's the thing for me, is like I've seen TSM in most of their major tournaments kind of just run through people very aggressive, like in their approach, and it works super well when they have so many heavy aim-based players. But it's nice to see them kind of having a couple of adjustments here and there. You saw them kind of switching up every now and then in some really nice counter pieces. And for Envy, yes, it does mean they bow down a little early in this tournament, but a great performance for them as well.
It's good showing from Envy. Love seeing this squad. I feel like they're getting better every time we watch them. Definitely a lot of raw talent on this team, but it's their use of utility and working together that impresses me most.
Why don't I play?
That's a great sign if you're a Valorant fan, is using that utility properly. FNS, the finesse man, working with the old guard, almost able to take down TSM, but it didn't happen. Let's bring back in our host for the show. We got
you guys do know that, like,
Moses, how do you feel about that matchup?
I'm feeling good, man.
Keeping your players hydrated isn't an easy task. Is Rosa in chat? Rosa,
being a strong map in
is he here?
And they were able to pull it out. So
where is he?
I'm very happy to see Hayes on top of the
Rosa
leaderboards as well. The man himself.
Post-game interview.
A little bit for being the old man on the team, but he shows he's still got a little bit life left.
Are you interested?
So, I mean,
Pog use in chat for Sub Rosa, please.
What are we learning about Envy? This is a team that kind of surprised us a little bit, I think. Well, not surprised, but I mean, going up against TSM, first game, first round. Didn't expect it to go that distance. And
already off my PC. That's okay, big boy. GG's.
Overall.
Keep it up.
Like Envy right now, if you're just
You're owning
stats from this tournament,
you guys are good.
Two favorites
Let's
coming
go.
In and a lot of people's
Keep it up.
T1
Keep it up.
And TSM.
Let's
they
go.
Lost to both teams by 5 rounds.
Good shit. I'll be here rooting for you.
I feel like Envy right now is making a statement to everyone who's watching this
Go
tournament.
stretch your legs though. Get a little drink.
Off this upset, but we
don't
can
feel
hang
good.
with the best of the best. Just give us a little bit of time. We just got signed this last week. They just put on their Envy jerseys. Look out for this squad.
Anzi, looking
Envy,
at the
dude, Envy
NA
really.
Now to have a team like Envy kind of.
Bro, Envy had us scared, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Close match to TSM. If we're gonna, you know.
Oh, it was very monk-us at some point. At points.
You know, this is now a trend. This is really going to shake things up atop that the top 5 teams in North America.
I think
some
the
close
fun part
games
with this tournament is the fact we're going to see how close NA is getting. It did feel like it was
right.
Kind of
I mean, there are definitely some monk-us moments.
Really good teams here and there, the inconsistencies galore. But now you've got to look at, you know, beyond this, you know, Sentinels on the upswing, Cloud9 on the upswing. You still have TSM looking good, T1 looking good, and then you throw in someone like Envy as well. The landscape is looking very